Hello everyone, I've been concocting a build for Springtrap that only revolves around free perks, meaning perks that you don't have to buy any new DLC characters for, or you don't have to grind any of the free characters to achieve. Dead by Daylight is often accused of being pay to win, or at least grind to win, requiring you to fork over so much money or time to be on par with your peers. However, with this build you'll be able to fend for yourself, no purchase or grinding required, so let's go ahead and get into it. First off, we're going to set you up with some great cheap add-ons that you can run every game to learn Springtrap, that being the Help Wanted ad and Restaurant Menu. Help Wanted ad shows you the trajectory of Springtrap's fire axe. This is important because despite comparisons to other characters like Huntress or Unknown, Springtrap's projectile is fairly unique and has its own difficult skill ceiling to climb. Seeing exactly how the arc works will help you get used to this, that you can later replace with a better add-on later on. Our other common add-on, the Restaurant Menu, lowers the cooldown of the fire axe by 20% whenever it hits the environment. Obviously, when you're first getting used to a character, you're going to miss a lot, and this helps lower your cooldown with that so you can get right back into the action with less cooldown. Now for the perks. Our first free perk is an excellent informational perk, that being Spies from the Shadows. Spies is whenever a survivor disturbs a crow within 36 meters of you, you get a loud noise notification alerting you to their location. Not only is this an info perk excellent for newer players who may get lost tracking survivors, but it is also helpful for spotting survivors looking about that you actually weren't even aware of. In addition, this loud noise notification can help you line up a shot with your fire axe, which could be really cool. Our next two free perks serve as a nice combo that helps pressure the survivors based off of unique hooks, this being Hex Fortune's Full and Scourge Hook Weeping Wounds. Let's start with Hex Fortune's Full. Each time you hook a survivor for the first time, a Dull Totem then becomes a Hex Totem, and that survivor is now oblivious, that being unable to hear your tear radius until that totem is cleansed. In addition, this Hex Totem is blocked to other survivors who could come up and cleanse it for 90 seconds other than the person who is cursed. That cursed person can then see this aura for 16 meters. This perk is excellent, especially against newer survivors. Springtrap already has some basic stealth, but it's mostly tied to his doors, and the more survivors pay attention, the less good his stealth gets. Fortune's Full helps cross this gap by making survivors play oblivious after their first hook. This forces them into kind of a lose-lose situation. Either A, play oblivious and then, be prone to being snuck up on, or B, take the time to break the totems, but this is ergo time off of generators that slows down the game overall. Our next perk in this unique hook combo is Scourge Hook Weeping Wounds, which is after a survivor is unhooked from a Scourge Hook, they receive the mangled and hemorrhage status effects every single time. But for the first time they are healed up after this first unhook, they receive a 16% debuff to healing and repair speeds until they are injured again. This creates an excellent synergy of lose-lose scenarios. Now, not only after a hook does the survivor become oblivious thanks to Hex Fortune's Full, but now thanks to Scourge Hook Weeping Wounds, they will now be mangled, hemorrhaged, and then have to choose whether to accept a hefty debuff or play injured from there on out. Darned if you do, darned if you don't. Finally, to add a little bit of extra oomph to this build, we're going to be using No Holds Barred, which is when a generator is completed, the next most progressed generator blocks for 25 seconds and reveals its aura to you in white. This will buy us enough time throughout the match to make mistakes while learning Springtrap and not have it cost us the whole match. Together, this build uses cheap add-ons and a great info perk in Spies to help learn tracking and chasing survivors as Springtrap. We then use Hex Fortune's Full and Scourge Hook Weeping Wounds to hook as many survivors as possible, putting them to lose-lose debuff situations. Then finally, No Holds Barred paces out the match to buy us enough time to get used to our favorite attraction. But you don't have to take my word for it. We have some showcase matches to show just how great this build is to learn the Springtrap.
Oh, my game is tiny. Okay, it fixed.
My loading screen was like in a separate resolution. It was really weird.
I was like, what the f was that? More consistent. So instead of fixing that, got worse. Hi, Rozak, how are you? Dude, our lesbian expanded universe continues. Hi, Huntress, how are you? My flick did not work. It does that sometimes? What? With the resolution changing? That's the first time I've ever had that happen. Or is that like new this patch? That was a good flick. Oh, it's me favorite? Oh, you just changed your name. Okay. I was like, wow. The lesbian cinematic universe continues. I was getting greedy for the, you know. I was getting greedy for the grab. Amanda. Hello there. Oh. I was about to say, I should get Killer Instinct. I knew that was close. In my heart of hearts. In the heart of cards. Let's say this building gets really strong when that window's just open. Or that brick wall's there. Because if they make that window, you're just kind of scammos. Everywhere, I'm on mobile. Oh, you're the coolest chat is the TLDR. That's all you need to know. You are the coolest chat. I'm telling you, game performance has been pretty rough since whatchamacallit? It's a Rella chapter even. Bruh! I know that was far less like intense, but like like I said, I'm coming down with something, so got me some slack. Yo, hey Sashi. It's good to see you, homie. How are you? I also don't know if it changes your eyes. I'm talking about us. So you just write information just willingly. You're just like, oh yeah, that's totally a thing. Smile. Actually, I don't know. That's funny. And how to adapt. I mean, they're all good general perks, and unlike Xenomorph, you can actually get value out of plaything. And I've learned this before. This blocks that exact shot. I've tried to shoot my fire axe at somebody going like at that exact hook running away. That blocks it like almost all the time. Really annoying. I'm not trying to tunnel this Soma, but he's like the other guy, the other hookers are like parting the sea for him. So, hi Smo. How's it going, friend? How are you? Like, they do not want any aggro whatsoever, so I guess I'm just on the same guy. Morning, Solus. How's it going? Hope that you're well.
You belong here.
You belong with me. You belong with me. You know, I was watching this one, like, how do I describe it? This analog horror FNAF series before a stream today. It was pretty sick. I forget who made it. The guy literally used like green screen and like mocap to make it too. I was like, oh my gosh, this is intense. Hi Zappo. How's it going, friend? How are you? The hour-long one? I don't know. It's I forget. I literally forget the name. I'm kind of sick. So you guys are coming. I'm kind of sick, so I'm kind of out of it at the same time. No apologies for my aloofness. I didn't check the name. I was just kind of like, oh, this looks cool. And I just went for it. Ow. Oh. Clearly behavior. I wanted to just have endurance here and not go for the pallet break there. See, like, people legitimately will legitimately like waste all that time trying to get their plaything out of the way. Good dodge, honestly. I can't even be mad about that. That was well played. Hi Paragon, how are you? Hey Chapito, good to see you. Yeah, those little like roof things, little like awnings, those block so many of my shots on Batum. Like Batum already is like a good killer map period, right? So like that's not great, but in addition, all these little awnings that stick out way far on the Batum buildings block a lot of your like orbals. It's really annoying. You know Springtrap main now? No. He's my secondary. I play him a lot, but not. I still love Xenomorph. The Ducker. Quack. 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 Yeah, because apparently everything up there they felt needed to have firm collision. They wanted to make sure you were not allowed to go for high shots on anything. Dude, there's so many like blue outfits in DBD on the survivors. I'll like be looking afar and see like the blue balloons of the anniversary, and I'll think I'm like, oh, it's somebody over there. It's like never is. I'm assuming Adam was the one actually on main gen. See, hey, look, there's that thing you're talking about. That tree said, nah, you do not have a power here. Should probably leave this whole thing. Yeah, he's just going down. I don't want to waste my time in school. It seems like very time consuming in a not good way. That's slow aggressing. A little too late. Doing great. That's good to hear, Paragon. You feel much better? Yeah, Foxy's was already a really great add-on. I do not know why. They buffed it, but I'll take it. It's now double good. Woo! What are you doing here? Dude, everybody's here. This is amazing. Wow, that hit him. That's crazy. What the hell? How did that miss? He was literally right in front of me. I could see her. How's it going? Yeah, I don't know why we took the B tier character and we're like, hey man, you gotta rate it in there, brother. Like, he's... I think he's worse than anymore. He has a higher potential, but he just can't hit that consistency like Xeno can, even with like the turrets. And just by the nature of his power, he's also like really map dependent as well, you know? Oh gosh. That was no boil over, by the way. That's just kind of happening. Most chords on YouTube this morning? Yeah, I have them on a counter or like a timer going around. You could also do exclamation point codes or new code to bring them up. So thank you for letting me know. But I am unfortunately already aware. What the hell? Someone's also death hook. And you're death hook, and you're death hook. That was like such an underflick on my part. He didn't dodge. He just kind of was like, nah, well, if he hits me, he hits me. I'm like, okay. Whatever. Dodge? Dude, he doesn't dodge. What is wrong with this Soma? He just, like, doesn't care if he gets hit or not. Like, have some self-preservation, brother. It's only terrifying how he's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Most people move out of the way of something coming to hurt them, you know? He's just like, yeah, well, you know, whatever happens, happens. Kind of respect it, to be honest. The mangoes? Ooh, mangoes are good. That's still aggressive. They never came back to that. Okay, that's the den they wanted. This is the next one. Okay, that is only a tiny bite of progress. They ran in here. Hello? This is Ash. Mr. Williams? Bonk. Well, where did Ash go? Is he still in here? Oh, I already have to. I didn't want to go for him. Maybe he got in the door. I didn't think about that. I said thank you. I hope you're doing well, Acres. That's kind of how Springtrap became my unofficial secondary. I wasn't planning to do this. I was just like, wow, that was fun. Wow, that was fun after like every hit. And I was like, oh, I can do this long term. Well, that was fun. Well, that was neat. That was cool. It's just happening over and over. We're in a pretty tight 3-gen here. No, I don't think so, Francis. It can make your games of Dead by Daylight more fun, though. There's that. Oh boy, an invitation. Meow. No, literally, like, I never understood why people like Unknown until I played Springtrap, and I'm like, oh, I see it. It doesn't matter if you miss a lot, because the shots you do get are really awesome. I now understand Unknown means Wahoo. Could be. Wah. Pretty sure that's impossible. It's kind of funny because, like, literally though, like, I made a character that's fairly similar but far stronger. And I'm still finding a lot of ways to have a ton of fun. It's wild. Why did you just scream on her? Was it the party chest thing? Anyway, shrines. Emotionally, I'm fine. Physically, I'm getting kind of sick, but that is okay. That's totally fine. Or at least it will be fine. It happens. I'm sorry your power's being messed up. You did say that. Like I said, I'm a little out of it today, guys. I'm sorry. I forgot to respond to that. I mentally noted that in my head, and I was like, oh yeah, I will respond to that. And I didn't. Yeah, when I play that, when I end up playing like top 5 killers in the game, I start feeling kind of like my killer's winning the game for me, and not so much that I'm playing well. And when that happens, I'm typically not having an amazing time. I find a lot of the top killers kind of like really grating and boring. Not because they're actually like... It just feels like I'm kind of taking candy from a baby sometimes. Like Spirit I find kind of boring. Blight at least has like a fun skill ceiling to climb, you know, so there's kind of something there. Even then, I'm just like, I don't really feel like playing you consistently because of the, how strong you are. At least Blight has some hype stuff you can do. Kind of mitigates that a tiny bit, but Nurse I can't play at all because of motion sick reasons. Accessibility. Billy, some reason, like, I used to be a Billy main. But when they released Overdrive, he just got so good that I just kind of like, I don't really enjoy playing him as much anymore. I definitely feel a lot of the time it's not me being good at Billy. It's kind of just Overdrive being really strong. Does take a lot of skill. I mean, maybe they have a good skill ceiling, but they definitely don't have a low skill floor. Or they definitely don't have a high skill floor. You drop them so you got the strong stuff? Yeah, because this is boring. Not boring, I would say. That's a little harsh. But I mean, like, it's just not as fun. I feel like I win so often, even if I'm not performing as well. You know? Just because Overdrive is just cracked. I didn't even guess right where he's going. Kaneki's the same way. John Ghoul. Especially before the nurse. Especially before the nurse, I like didn't play that character at all. After the nurse, I can have some fun on some Ghoul, but even then I still kind of feel bad. Dodge, dodge. That's what I'm saying. Like, what I say every time I play this character. Sometimes LOL random just kind of wins. Kind of a bummer. A lot of people are specifically running Chemtrap to avoid the insta pallet break. It's kind of funny. Who's a low tier? You'd enjoy Myers the stronger? I'm not necessarily stronger, but if Myers was more interesting, I enjoy Myers a lot. Because I love Halloween. It's just like his gameplay is really fun. Like so 2D, so two-dimensional. But it's just like I can't play him. Not that I can't, it's just consistently. Stare, kick, stare, kick, stare, kick. Ghostface probably. Ghostface is pretty cool. Ghostface being bad is one of the main reasons I'm like, eh. Shattered square. That square doesn't fit the circle. Does anybody else kind of hate this map? Like, in theory, it's not a terrible map, but every time I go here, I have a bad time. I'm trying to, like, figure out what the correlation is there. You know? What about this map causes bad times? Better than the Vecna map? Yeah, I think Vecna map, even as a killer, I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm kind of winning despite me not playing very well. Okay, she went all the way to the edge. I think I got this. Nope. This miss was brought to you by Exit Lag. Welcome to DVD, where killer having good ping is a bad thing. Have a good ping on Survivor and you're great. How did that go down? I flicked that up and it went down. Is it delayed? That's weird. Wow, the collision of the edge of this rock here. Oh, look, she's having it too. Look, you can't hug that tightly. That's interesting. Whoa. Yeah, you can't hug that rock tightly. There's like a little bit of stuff that hangs off of it. I threw that far too far. This is why I always end up losing my Springtrap games, or like having them all very close. Is that I just want to have fun and like get better, but then it's like ping, 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 ping. Yep, there it is. You want to go for the fun shots, but the fun shots are very time costly. It's not good. Yeah, I wish it felt more like a village. You know what I'm saying? A Resident Evil village, haha. Nice. I know it's through our read, but it's still fun. Oh, your friend threw everything over here. Brawh! Oh, I didn't get over, Sanj. I wanted to. Why'd you the keys up on the table? You wanted to. Yeah, it feels really... Yeah, drab is the right word for it. I just wish there was more to it than just like... Woo! Like, I like the main building, right? And obviously having multiple main buildings is kind of... Okay. Unrealistic. I wish the... It's kind of like... I wish it was more like Batum. Not that the same strength, but like... Just like the aesthetics of how, like, oh, there's a lot of buildings that all have personality, you know? How close it was. Thanks. That was more her messing up than anything. Almost got her. Alright. Wow, really? Okay, patience. What? Never mind, Bluetooth sound. I'm all the way over here, but that still hit me. Oh no, I'm zoning. Come get me, Survivor mains. I say that when I actually play Survivor with friends. I am part of them, just not the main part. I would also probably be upset. Sorry, gotta take this super wide because for some reason that quarter has. Oh, dead hard. I didn't think you. Did people say you couldn't dead hard with the thing in your back? Are they lying? A liar. Endurance. Yes, that is endurance. Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Goodbye.
Goodbye forever. Shit talking Springtrap. We're waiting to throw the axe. It's because I get that like zoning's not fun, but like if you play Springtrap, you know his hitbox is so like accurate that it's actually to your detriment a lot. No, but I'm saying like what I'm saying is people have literally said like I don't have my dead hard prompt. Like they've complained about that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying something different. Hey, buddy. Yeah, play thing I think is the play. People will really be out here like wasting time to get on Oblivious. Kinda funny. I bias, are you? It could just be misinformation, right? Like somebody missed their dead hard and made the very hasty Twitter post just because they were upset. It is the DVD community, you know. That's fine by me. Waste your time. Look, we're at 4 gens still because they don't want to play Oblivious. We're getting basically a free slowdown. You belong with me. You tried. Who's over here too? I grab this. Hello. Here you are. Achibor. Achibor. They're just running straight forward, huh? Running forward to me is a choice. You can do that. Not something I recommend though. I mean, plaything's still pretty good. It's just not as crazy as it used to be. I won't count it out fully. Oh, it's right here. See ya. Well,
Goes well, loving the Springtrap shots. I see, that's what got me addicted to him. Like, I didn't plan for Springtrap to be my secondary. I just, like, I hit one too many good shots, and it's just kind of, like, persuaded me forever, you know? Let's go for Thalita. Thalita. Okay, she stayed on the inside. Sometimes people go on the outside there. Oh, you blocked that, but you didn't vault it yourself? Okay. Sometimes I feel like people just kind of block windows just to block windows. I don't really think about it. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna block this. Oh, I didn't make it over. I tried though. I think it worked. That is dead hard on her. So you can't dead hard with the axe. So, interesting. So those people are just lying. Get trucked. Are you lucky? How's it going? Ooh, I almost got him. I don't really want to chase Shaq. Especially somebody who's not even like death out. I've noticed Shaq is like something this character kind of struggles on. He just does not perform well on Shaq. Almost. Oh, it hit the thing. Wow, you are patient. Yeah, it cost you. In the end, it hurt you more than it helped you. Hi, Annie. How are you? As your windy Wednesday. Valley's P100? No. I think... okay, if you're worried about P100 being invalidated by that, it's already been invalidated. There are people that, like, literally get in, like, servers and snipe each other and farm blood points off each other, so, like... If you're worried about the sanctity of P100 being ruined, it already has been to a certain extent, right? Got him. Oh, I wouldn't worry about it too much. There's a lot of like hardworking people who legitimately got P100 legitimately for the first time like of a character or something, and they've had it robbed by some goober who's just like in the Discord server who farmed it out inorganically. So whole P100 prestige thing is like not the prestige act itself, but like the little definition of is it prestigious is already kind of like eh. There isn't, yeah. You can also do that for leaderboard stats, which is gross. It's very annoying. So, if you ever see like somebody who's passionate about the leaderboard stats suddenly fall off, there's a good reason why. Because it's just hard to keep up with people who like farm that shit. I just got kill switch? Yeah, because she was causing games to crash. That's why. That'll do it. Alright, Levi, out of 10. How's my Springtrap? 10 being like, I'm goated, I'm the best, and 1 being like, man, do you know how to play video games? You're the Springtrap expert. Expert. I mean, I'm using a beginner build. I'm technically holding back if you don't think about it. I'm kidding, of course. I'm being facetious, right? I'm not actually that weird or
egotistical, I promise. Hi, Tebo. How are you? 10 out of 10? What the hell? Oh, that's fair. I was the Tari? Oh, GG's mage. That's so funny. Wait, did I hit a clip on you then? I just realized. Did I hit you with some dumb shit? Well. GG's friend. It was fun. You did? Okay. I think I hit somebody like right here with like an orbital. And I was like, oh. Oh, hey, she's over there. Hey, you wanna... Whoa! She did. She did miss spouse. That was painful. You know what? See, man, you can get out. Okay. Plus time to get blood points. Yeah, because you're getting more matches, right? You're not sitting in the long queue for a more potent game. You're just constantly rotating through games, you know? So, like, your match time is... earning blood points is more frequent. Just hid and left behind. With left behind a locker in basement? Really? Is that why I didn't see her? Now I feel mean. I think I'm just gonna let her go on the basis that, like, I've already communicated I'm letting her go. But, you know. You want to be hid? I want to be that guy that, like, debates and out and then doesn't take it. But yeah, that does suck. One time I'm kind, dude. one time I'm like, hey, why don't I just let you out and see if it's like, well, they contribute the least. I'm like, damn it, dude. Damn it, dude. I didn't know we were on the same server, mage. I had no idea. Good to know. Good to see you. Thank you so much for watching today, friends. Hopefully, if you're new to Dead by Daylight and looking to get into Springtrap without breaking the bank, this build will serve you well, no cost required. If you like this video, make sure you do like and subscribe. That's how I know I'm doing a good job on the back end. Other than that, that's all I got, though. Hopefully, I made your day a little bit better today. And if I did not, I'll try to do so again in the next video. But if I don't see you there, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.